What's up, guys? Derek Johnson here with another OFA interview. Today, we're going to be talking to Christina Johnson, host of the M.O.M.M.Y podcast, about her experience with the One Funnel Away Challenge. If you have a story about OFA you'd like to share, drop me a comment below and we'll be in touch. Highly recommend checking out the One Funnel Away Challenge if you haven't. There's a link below. You can check it out. If you want to continue to hear from people like you, get awesome tools and training, go ahead and smash that big subscribe button and hit that bell to get notified whenever I release a new video. And with that being said, let's hop into the interview. So today we're talking with Christina Johnson of the M.O.M.M.Y podcast, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Tell me a little bit about yourself and where you are at in your business right now.
Okay. I'm Christina Johnson, like you said, and I am a published author. I've been a published author since 1998. And I am currently growing an online publishing company. I'm an author coach, and I assist mompreneurs, fempreneurs, and solopreneurs to share their story through a published book, blog, or using my podcast. And my podcast is the M.O.M.M.Y podcast. And M.O.M.M.Y is an acronym. It stands for Mompreneurs Optimizing Marriage, Motherhood, and Your Money.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's me in a nutshell right now.
So you've been published since 1998?
Yes, I've
That's
been a
awesome.
published author since 1998. It kind of makes me feel old to say that. But yes, the book was Emotional Wellness for Women, Volume 3. And it was actually a co-authorship at the time, but definitely a published book.
Awesome. So where did you hear about the One Funnel Away Challenge and what kind of got you interested in taking it?
Okay, I've actually been, I had to write this down. I've been a member, a ClickFunneler since January 2018. Did I say that right? Yes. However, many of my funnels didn't quite work out like I expected them to. I had some success on some of my funnels. My very first funnel was a free plus shipping offer. And as you can kind of see behind me, I have a 4-book series. My most recent, one of my most recent series is the 4-book series, Conquers Cash. And that was my first funnel, a free plus shipping, where I would offer 1 book for free plus the shipping. And then I upsold the other 3 books as a bundle for the one-time offer. And then
Awesome.
I would upsell into my sort of mindset coaching program. And in that program, I help with like visualization, positive affirmations. There's like a whole online course for it. So I had people in the course. However, the funnel wasn't actually getting them into the course. The funnel was like not working at all. So I actually hired someone to do my funnels for a long time. So every funnel that has worked before the OFA challenge has been done by someone else. So I actually wanted to have that sense of accomplishment, I guess. So I took the challenge. I wanted to be able to know, like, what are these guys doing that makes the funnel work that I can't do? And I took some of the coaching that Russell Brunson offers, like the affiliate boot camp, when it was a little bit different. Maybe over a year ago, it was a lot different.
Used to be 100 days.
Exactly. Exactly. So I did that, but I still wasn't having success. So I hired someone on. Long story short, I took the OFA challenge because I was like, it's $100. I mean, come on, you cannot beat $100.
Right.
And then when I finally joined, oh my goodness, everything that's offered, it was sick how much stuff was offered.
It's crazy.
And I could not believe it. So I fashioned my next funnel after what Russell did, and it's been successful. And that's the Mompreneur 5-Day Author Challenge. It's not 30 days like Russell's, but it's 5 days of just intense work and just diving in, live presentations from me. And I'm actually helping every participant to come out with at least 1,500 words, metadata research, knowing your ideal reader and audience, and how to leverage it, exactly what you're going to do after your manuscript is published, and being successful with like more lucrative options, because a book is only like a couple dollars.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, your coaching program, how much was that when you were first selling it?
When I first started out, it was like 197, and even with that price, no one wanted it because I mean, I don't know, maybe my funnel was just ugly. I've had experience and it's like a whole slew of like energy and people are like drawn to my energy. I talk a lot. So I wasn't like at a loss for words, but it was like no one wanted it. So I was like, so I have to go back. I got to regroup. I got to see what's going on. So I slowly but surely kind of fine-tuned things and my message. I spoke directly to the people that I wanted to speak with. For example, I am a mompreneur. I don't know if you know, but it's all like all over my pages and stuff. My husband and I have 8 children. I homeschool. So I do a lot of stuff. And I seem to draw people who are attracted to the mompreneur, being in business for yourself, ground up, grassroots type, people.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So I was like, okay, let me find the right people. Once I started doing that, then it really didn't matter that my funnels were ugly, but I still wanted them a little bit different. So then I hired. And then after hiring, it got to a point where I was like, Russell's like, I can do this. So, I'm only one or two people working. I have a VA and then I have someone who helps with social media. So I was like, maybe I can, do a little bit more. And that's where the OFA challenge came in. And then this new funnel, the Mompreneur challenge funnel.
Awesome. Yeah. So when you niche down, that really kind of helped really get you started.
It did. Actually, I thought fine tuning it would like totally cut down on the money that I was able to make. But I actually started bringing in more people who really wanted what I had to offer. And I didn't have to like sell them on it. It was more like I was serving them with, whatever I was offering. At the time when I first niched down, I was offering like my books, the 4-book series. I was offering the coaching program. And it actually turned into a membership site now. So it's kind of grown into something much bigger because I was able to kind of niche down and find those people who really, really wanted my particular services. Like I had to be the person they wanted. And it wasn't really like my product. It really didn't have anything to do with my funnel. It was just like the people that I was attracting, they really didn't want me, to be that person to give them what they needed. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of how it turned out for me.
So what do you think, having been through the challenge now, what was your biggest takeaway from OFA?
Okay, my goodness. I don't know.
I know there's a lot of them.
But... Yeah, I haven't even really been able to like narrow it down to one. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. The first thing is all of the extras and over delivering. I mean, I think I could kind of say
the offer
that would
stack, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh my goodness, the offer stack is huge. And that helped me to kind of just throw it in there. I mean, if they don't want it or if they don't use it, it would still be like they have a smorgasbord of items that they can pick and choose. And then what I found, oh my goodness, this is key, Derek. Because I give so much in the challenge I do now, they come back to me because they need help with everything I gave them.
Then build that next step of the value ladder, right?
Right.
To serve them deeper,
Exactly. So I found myself having to, I mean, this isn't a bad thing to say, but it's kind of weird because you usually want to create a product and then,
then
sometimes,
it's good.
Yeah, right. But I had to go back and I had to create new options and like new payment points because they were asking me for something that I hadn't already planned for, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I was like, man, okay, all right.
The market's telling you what they want now. You've gotten feedback, so then you reiterate, and that's what it's about,
Right, and then the second thing I would say is I think Stephen Larson was big on this, finding out what the market wants. And the OFA challenge was really, really good for me for that, because then I started kind of asking questions of the people that were already following me and then the people I had already serviced to find out, okay, what was it about me that you really liked? What was it about what I offered that you really liked? What would you add? And then those things really helped me to kind of fine tune what went into the funnel that I created from the OFA challenge.
Awesome. So what do you think's next for you in your business?
Oh, wow. Next is getting all of the systems together. Because I don't know, as an entrepreneur, sometimes solopreneur, you want to just go, dive right in. You want to start getting income so it can kind of be a resource for other things that you want to do.
Yep.
So yeah, that was the way that it kind of happened with me. So now I've actually hired, I don't know if I can say names on the podcast or whatever, but Regina Gobinas. Oh my goodness. She is awesome. I call her a business mastermind all in one, a one-person business mastermind, because I hired her on to be my business strategist. And she's helped me to kind of look at some things that I didn't see, because I'm really a biologist / chemist by trade. I went to school for that. And I also did a second track of secondary education at Johns Hopkins University, kind of putting in all of the SOPs, all of the systems. I'm doing the videos and things like that go into trying to get from just it being 2 or 3 people running the company now to me being able to like hand it off to someone, and
That's
then
awesome.
I can really go on vacation, right?
Right.
That's what I'm working towards, like it really being a laptop. What do they call it? A laptop lifestyle. Exactly. Yep. Right. So I'm not there yet, but it's in the works for, I want to say maybe mid 2020. I should be good. I should be really
awesome.
Good.
Yeah, it's crazy how many people like get into OFA from different places, like, lawyers, doctors coming through the challenge.
Right.
I went to school for accounting. I got my bachelor's, graduated magna cum laude, and then, here I am going into marketing. Like I had no idea about any of this, just like started this year and kind of been diving deep into it. So
that is awesome. Congratulations. And yeah, you're so right. I've met so many. Oh, that's the next thing. The networking, the OFA challenge has been huge, because I've met, like you said, doctors, attorneys, I've met chiropractors. I mean, so many different people from so many walks of life. And many of them are not just starting out. Many of them have full-on careers, and they want to know how they can run their companies better, what they can do to be better at marketing and things like that. So yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, ClickFunnels, the community is awesome.
It really is. It is, definitely.
So what would you say is your biggest pain point right now as far as trying to grow?
Okay, as far as growing the business or making the funnel better?
Just growing your business after taking OFA and kind of implementing things. Where are you kind of getting hung up?
As far as being hung up right now, I was saying that's what I'm working on. I'm working on actually putting the systems in place. Exactly. So if I had a pain point, I usually don't like to say, what my problems and issues are. I say challenges. That makes my subconscious feel a little bit better. But yeah, so challenges right now would be implementing the systems. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've had ideas for that as well. Of like, hire a VA.
Right.
Write down all the things you're doing in your business, just on a scratch pad.
Okay.
There's stuff that you don't have to be doing that you could train someone else one time, and then they just take it off your plate.
Exactly.
And it's going to kind of blow your mind, all the stuff that you end up writing down that you don't even think about, that, you're just hopping in and doing stuff.
Yes. I agree.
And you can screen record yourself and then even just shoot them the video, have them write the SOP for you. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm actually looking into, it's funny you mentioned that, because I just started looking into, what is that? On my smartphone, I had PowerSoft where you could do the screen recording, but on my PC, I just started looking into Loom, I think it is.
Yeah.
So that's like it records what you're doing on the screen, and then you can kind of save it, download it, or whatever. I do have that in mind to actually start doing and implementing. As far as getting that over to my VA and having her do some things. But I've just been sort of kind of learning. So along the way, I have a lot more to learn. I'm not an expert by by any means, but ClickFunnels has been key for me as far as income right now, and getting me to the point where I can truly, outsource stuff and like pay people what they're worth, instead of like nickel and dime and trying to get something for free. And, all that's never really worked out for me. I don't know if it's just something about my mindset with it, but it's never really worked out for me. So what I've been doing is, paying my way as best I can. And if I can't pay, then I'll kind of learn it as best I can, and until I'm able to get to the point where I can kind of outsource it.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this. Do you have an email list that you're building?
Definitely. I've been building an email list for, I want to say, since I started ClickFunnels. Before ClickFunnels, I didn't have any, I wasn't even into emails and all that kind of stuff, but I'm definitely using the funnels to build my email list. And with the podcast, the M.O.M.M.Y podcast, I'm on anchor.fm, but I'm also on some other places like Spotify and what have you. But what I have a funnel set up for that. And anyone that's interested in being on the show, I send them to my funnel. And this came as after the OFA as well. I did 2 funnels during the OFA challenge. So the M.O.M.M.Y podcast funnel, it funnels people in so that I can get their email address. And then they get a freebie from me. They get access to my M.O.M.M.Y podcast Facebook group. And then, we can also capture emails from when they join the Facebook group with the 3 questions. And then after they join the group, I can kind of have access to them. And they also have access to me. And then I can kind of hone them in on, getting to know, like, and trust me, building up that rapport. And I did that with the Mompreneur Challenge group as well. And a lot of good came from that. I was able to pitch offers in the Mompreneur 5-Day Author Challenge Facebook group. And I got a few clients from that. So that's why I decided to do it the same way with the M.O.M.M.Y podcast Facebook group. And it's growing slowly but surely, maybe about 3 or 4 people per day. But the most of my emails come from the funnels with people getting my freebies. I have a new book out, How to Write 1,500 Words in 15 Minutes or Less. That's been really, really good for getting people's emails. And then once I have them go through the funnels, then I put them onto one major list. And then that list, I haven't really done much with that list except for every now and then keep in touch with them, let them know how I'm doing, what's going on new. And then I'll start to kind of hone that a little bit after I kind of get set up a bit with the processes and the different systems. If
That's
that makes
awesome.
sense.
Yep. Yeah, we'll go ahead and link to your freebies down below this video too. So if people want to check you out, they can get those links.
Yeah. The freebie, the best freebie that I have right now for anyone who's interested in writing, you don't even have to be an author for this freebie, the 1,500 words in 15 minutes or less. If you do blogs,
college students would love that one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm telling you, anything that you want to write about, just kind of honing in on whether it's an introduction or conclusion to a paper or book or something, or if you just want to write 1,500 words and knock them out.
Or if you're going to outsource your blog post, get it for your VA, give it to them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that would be really. Oh wait a minute, hold on. I got a new. I got a new hook. Thank you, Derek.
There you go.
I got a new hook. But yeah, it's tinyurl.com/1500 in 15. So 1500 IN 15. And you can get, of course, you'll give me your email address. You'll be on my list.
Yep, I'll be on your list after this.
Awesome. You'll get my freebie. You'll also have access to like contacting me. That's if you want to like join the group. And then you'll find out about the Mompreneur Challenge as well, because that's on the one-time offer page. So yeah, it's all good.
Awesome. Well, it's been great talking with you today.
I've had so much fun.
What's the best place for people to connect with you after this?
Okay, after this, like I said, download that freebie and you'll be on my list and I'll make contact with you there. You can also go to Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I have a business page on Facebook as well, Testimony Publishers LLC. And I'm also on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really, really big for my author clients. I get a lot of my author clients from LinkedIn. Awesome. And I'm on there as Christina Johnson.
Perfect. Well, thank you for talking with me today. This has been Christina Johnson with the M.O.M.M.Y podcast.
Yes.
And this is OFA interview number 2. So we're going to keep these coming. If you guys want to talk about your experience in the OFA challenge, feel free to reach out. If you want to connect with Christina, check out the links below, get her resources, and go out and crush it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in today's interview. If you want to be interviewed about your experience with the One Funnel Away Challenge, drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't taken the challenge yet, sign up today and unlock all of my bonuses. I'm an independent ClickFunnels affiliate, so if you click my links, I may earn a commission. I appreciate your support.